Hello, good evening, students. I hope you all are doing great. Welcome to Jatadhara Educational Technology. And in this class, we will be doing, biology. Okay. And as you know, these are the free coaching classes for SSC and Polysets. Okay. We are doing preparation over here. So in this class, we will be doing questions related to the topic transportation. All right. And I hope you all are ready for it. Yesterday we did some theory. Today we will be doing some more questions related to it so that it can be revised. All right. Okay. Let's start with the session. Students, those who know the answer, please drop your answers in the chat box. Okay. First question is over here. Let's move to the questions. First question. The blood cells that can squeeze out of the capillary wall are red blood cells, white blood cells, blood platelets, or all the above. Yesterday we discussed about this, right? The blood cells which can squeeze out of the capillary wall are red blood cells, white blood cells, blood platelets, or all the above. I hope you all know the answer. Quickly drop your answers in the chat box. Students, I'm waiting for your answers. Quick, students, time is running very fast. Okay. If you do not know the answer, you can refer to your textbook as well for as of now. Okay. Let's reveal the answer. So the answer for this question will be option 2, white blood cells. Okay. White blood cells can squeeze out of the capillary valve. All right. Next question. If we keep the potted plants under the fan, the rate of this process increases. And your options are number 1, transportation, number 2, absorption, number 3, nutrition, or number 4, photosynthesis. Quickly give your answers in the chat box, student. If we keep the potted plants under the fan, the rate of this process increases. Transpiration, absorption, nutrition, or photosynthesis. I'll reveal the answers in a couple of seconds. Okay. As I can see, okay, mixed responses I'm getting. All right. The correct answer for this question is absorption. Okay. Not transpiration, but absorption will be the right answer for this question. Okay. Next question. From these parts, the blood is pumped to all parts of the body. And your options are number 1, ventricles, number 2, arteria, number 3, lungs, or number 4, kidneys. Quickly answer this question, students. From these parts, the blood is pumped to all parts of the body. Ventricles, arteria, lungs, or kidneys. Yesterday, I explained you the transportation system, how the blood is transported to all the parts of the body, right? I hope you all have understood. So quickly answer what could be the correct answer for this question. All right. Time is up. And the correct answer for this question will be ventricles. Okay. From the ventricles only you can see from which ventricles? From the left ventricles. And what happens in the right ventricles? Impure blood or deoxygenated blood enters through the heart to the heart. Okay, so ventricles is the right answer. Those who have opted option number 1, they are absolutely right. Reddy, uh, Shashikant. All right. Next question. In BP or blood pressure, 120 by 80, the numerator indicates dash. And your options are number 1, systolic pressure, number 2, diastolic pressure, number 3, 1 and both, 1 and 2 both, number 4, coronary pressure. Quick students, what is the numerator in blood pressure 120 by 80? Systolic pressure, diastolic pressure, both 1 and 2, or coronary pressure? All right. All right. I can see I'm getting mixed responses. Somebody is saying 2, somebody is saying 3. Let me reveal the correct answer. The correct answer will be systolic pressure. Okay, just a second, students. Let me explain you this. See, 120 mm of Hg refers to what? Your systolic pressure. Okay, and this 80 is known as the diastolic pressure. Okay, this is the contraction of ventricles. This is the relaxation of ventricles. Okay, so systolic pressure, option 1 is the right answer. Next question. Hypertension is due to, and your options are number 1, constant strain and stress, number 2, improper functioning of kidneys, number 3, smoking and alcohol consumption, number 4, all the above. Which one will be the right answer? Hypertension is due to constant strain and stress, improper functioning of kidneys, smoking and alcohol consumption, or all the above. Hypertension means what? Higher BP, right? And higher BP leads to hypertension. Hypertension means all the above. Constant strain and stress, also improper functioning of the kidneys, also smoking and alcohol consumption, also. These all are the reasons for what? Hypertension. Hypertension or higher BP. Okay? Next question. Option 4 is the right answer, students. Okay? Next question. Which of the following does not have valves? And your options are number 1, heart, number 2, veins, number 3, arteries, or number 4, capillaries. Quickly answer this question. Yesterday I explained you very thoroughly what will be the right answer. Which one is not having any wall? Heart, arteries, veins, or capillaries? Okay. Okay. You all are correct, students. Sashikant, Harsha, Ravi, Bharat, all are right. Option 4 is the right answer. Very well done, students. Excellent. This shows that you were attentive in the class. Very nice. Option 4 is the right answer. Capillaries does not have any valves. Okay, veins, heart, and arteries, they do have. Next question. Which blood vessel does not carry any carbon dioxide? And your options are number 1, superior vena cava, number 2, inferior vena cava, number 3, pulmonary artery, or number 4, pulmonary vein. Which blood vessel does not carry any carbon dioxide? Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, pulmonary artery, or pulmonary vein? So many times I repeated to you all that pulmonary vein is the only vein in the entire body that carries oxygenated blood. Yes, that is why it is not having any carbon dioxide. Reddy, you are absolutely right. Pulmonary vein is the right answer for this question. Okay. Next question. In which of the following group heart does not pump oxygenated blood to different parts of the body? And your options are number 1, amphibians, number 2, reptiles, number 3, Pisces, or number 4, all the above. In which of the following groups heart does not pump oxygenated blood to different parts of the body? Amphibians, reptiles, Pisces, or all the above? Or which of the animal group does not have heart? In similar way, if I ask the question, let me see how many of you are answering correctly. Quick, students, I'm waiting for your answer. Within few seconds, I'll reveal the answer. Okay. So mixed responses I'm getting for this question. The correct answer will be option 3, Pisces. Okay, Pisces does not have heart. They have gills. Over there, diffusion of oxygen and diffusion of blood takes place, right? Amphibians, reptiles have hearts. Okay, so option 3, Pisces will be the right answer for this question. In Pisces, oxygenated blood is not transported through heart because heart is absent. Okay, next question. These prevent backward flow of blood into the ventricles. And your options are number 1, interarticular septa, number 2, valves, number 3, atrioventricular septa, or number 4, all the above. These prevent backward flow of blood into the ventricles. Okay, and your options are interarticular septa, valves, atrioventricular septa, or all the above. Yes, students, those who have opted option 2, valves, they all are right. Harsh, Bongela, Lokesh, Srinivas, you all are right. Ravi Pale, very nice. Very well done, students. Valves is the right answer for this question. Next question. Muscles that help in pushing the lymph flowing in lymphatic vessels and blood flowing in veins towards the heart are. Your options are number 1, skeletal muscles, number 2, cardiac muscles, number 3, smooth muscles, or number 4, all the above. Focus of in the question, students. Here we are asking about lymph vessels. So what will be the correct answer related to lymph? And the right answer for this question will be number 1, skeletal muscles. Okay. All right, students. So the right answer for this question is skeletal muscles. Yes, Srinivas is right. Next question. Verbs that allow blood to flow in one direction are present in arteries, lymph vessels, veins, Both lymphatic vessels and veins. Quickly answer this question. Valves that allow blood to flow in one direction are present in arteries, lymphatic vessels, veins, or both lymphatic vessels and veins. What will be the right answer? All right. I can see many of you are giving me mixed responses. The correct answer will be both lymphatic vessels and veins. Those who have opted option 4, they all are right. Okay, only option 4 is right for this question. Next question. The instrument used to measure the blood pressure is stethoscope, sphygmomanometer, barometer, or nanometer. What will be the right answer? The instrument used to measure the blood pressure is stethoscope, sphygmomanometer, barometer, or nanometer. Which one will be the right answer? All right, as I can see, many of you are answering option 2, and those who are answering option 2, they are right. A sphygmomanometer is for blood pressure and stethoscope is for heartbeat. Okay, so option 2 is the right answer. Next question. The pulse rate of children over 10 years and adults, including senior citizen, is 60 to 100, 40 to 60, 100 to 150, or 80 to 120. Focus on the question, students. Here we are asking about what? Children over 10 years and adults, including senior citizen. Okay. So the correct answer for this question will be what? Muhammad Mujib is right. Satyanarayan is right. Option 1 is the right answer, students. Okay, those who have opted option number 1, they all are right. Next question. Delayed blood clotting is due to the deficiency of vitamin. Which vitamin? K, C, D, or E? Delayed blood clotting is due to the deficiency of vitamin K, C, D, or E. Yes, that's right, students. You all are doing great. Number 1, K is the right answer. Very well done. Next question. Which of the following is commonly used in blood banks to prevent clotting of blood? Okay. Your options are number 1, heparin, number 2, sodium citrate, number 3, warfarin, or number 4, conidine. Okay. Comedin. This is very important question, students. It has been asked many times in NEET also. Which of the following is commonly used in blood banks to prevent clotting of blood? Heparin, sodium citrate, warfarin, or comedin? The correct answer for this question is number 1, heparin. Okay? Oh, just a second, students. We were just about to finish. Okay. So heparin is the right answer for this question. Okay? Next question. Interventricular septum divides two arteria, two ventricles, right ventricle and right atrium, left ventricle and left atrium? Interventricular septum divides two arteria, two ventricles, right ventricle and right atrium, left ventricle and left atrium. The correct answer for this question is option 2, two ventricles. Okay? Those who have selected option 2, they all are correct. Very well done. Next question. The septum that divides the atrium and ventricles can be named as interarterioventricular septum, intra-arterioventricular septum, arterioventricular septum, or all the above. What will be the right answer for this? The septum that divides the atrium and ventricle can be named as interarterioventricular septum, intra-arterioventricular septum, arterioventricular septum, or all the above. All right. I can see many of you are writing 2, 3, 4. Let's reveal the correct answer. The correct answer is number 1, interarterioventricular septum. Okay. So, option 1 is the right answer, students. All right, students, that's all for today's class. I hope you have enjoyed the class. Okay, but we have another session along with this. I would like to invite Gayatri ma'am for the upcoming sessions. Please do not leave the class. Stay in the class for the another session. Okay. Thank you so much, students. Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Just a second, students. Let me share the PPT. All right. Welcome to the max session, students. So today we are going to see the heights and distance. All right. So let's start with this. Yeah. Right. So the first question that we are going to do here is, a boy observes a person standing on the ground from the building of height 50 meters at an angle 45 degree. Then the distance from foot of building to person is dash. All right, just a second. All right, so here the question is, they are asking the distance from where the boy is standing, that is from the foot of the building to the person. All right, students. So I think you all can try this. I'm just giving you 30 seconds to try this. All right, let's see the answer. It is 50 meters. All right, so you can see how it has been explained very clearly. Let the distance from the foot of the building to the person be x. All right. Let me see whether today it's writing. Yes, perfect. It's writing. Now here, this is the person who's standing. Okay. And a boy observes a person standing on the ground from the building. Okay. So we are taking this distance from the foot of the building to the person as x. All right. Yes. And here we have angle DCB. So what is at what angle? It is 45 degrees. So angle DCB, okay, is equal to angle CBA. What is this? This is alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. That's why we have taken this. All right. So tan B. How tan B? It is, what is actually tan theta that we have learnt? It is opposite side by adjacent side, isn't it? So opposite side by adjacent side is nothing but tan 45. All right. So tan 45 is 1, which is equal to 50. Opposite side by adjacent side, x, is equal to tan 45. So tan 45 is nothing but 1. 1 is equal to 50 by x, whereby x is equal to 50. All right, with this we are moving on to the next question. Hope you all have understood and put your answers in the chat box, students. If a ladder 20-meter long is placed against a vertical wall of height 10 meters, then the distance between the foot of the ladder and the wall, the inclination of the ladder with horizontal are respectively dash. Right? So here also you can assume it to be this. Okay. So you can assume it the distance to be x. Okay. And the ladder is 20-meter long. So ladder, when you see from here, you can see that it is 20-meter long. Okay. The height here is 10 meters. Right. And this we are supposed to find out. All right, so I've just given you the basic clues. You can take 15 seconds or 20 seconds, not more than that, to answer this question. So this is just going to be a revision from your end, isn't it? All right, let's see the answer. It is option 1, 10 root 3 meter, right? 30 degree. How? As I told you here, you are taking this as x, okay, and it is 20-meter long. The ladder is 20-meter long. The height is 10 meter. Okay, so what is that you're supposed to find out? You're supposed to find out the AB, right? So which is adjacent side. So the side opposite to theta is opposite side, so x will be the adjacent side. All right, students. So sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. So here sine 30 is, what is sine theta? Is half. What sine theta is half? So sine 30 is half. So the theta is 30 degrees. That's how you are arriving here at 30 degree. Okay. So this is opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side, which is tan theta. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to 10 by x. By cross multiplying, you get x is equal to 10 root 3 meter. That's why your option 1 is correct. All right, students. So please understand this question step by step. Then you will be able to solve it. All right, we are moving on to the next question. A person observes a flat pole of height h meter at an angle of 60 degree and 8 meter away from foot of pole. Okay, so then what is h? All right. Yes, I'm just giving you 30 seconds to answer this. All right. So your 30 seconds is almost going to get over. All right. Let's see the answer. What is the answer? It is 8 root 3. How? Because it is forming an angle of 60. So it is tan 60 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, h by 8. All right. So what is tan 60? Root 3. Root 3 is equal to h by 8. So h is equal to 8 into root 3 meters. All right, students. So I'm sure you would have understood this question. Let's move on to the next question. A ladder of x meter leaning against a wall. So they've given you the figure also. So we can very easily answer this. With an elevation of 30 degree and the distance from foot of ladder to wall is 6 meter. Then what is x? Is it 6 root 3, 12 or 12 by root 3? Okay. Yes. All right. So your 30 seconds is running, students. So quickly answer this so that we'll be able to cover more sums. All right. Let's see the answer. It is 12 by root 3 because cos 30 is 6 by x. Okay. So what is cos 30? It is root 3 by 2, which is equal to 6 by x. Just cross multiply it. You will get x is equal to 12 by root 3. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next question. A tree of height 25 meter makes an angle of depression at 45 degree to the person observing on the ground. Then the distance between the tree and the person is dash. All right. So, yes, in fact, this is also a very easy question only. Only thing is you have to find out, understand it, right? Okay, your 30 seconds is done. Let's see the answer. It is 25 root 2. You can see the explanation. Let the distance between the tree and the person be x. Right? Okay. So DCA. This is DCA. This is equal to angle DC is equal to angle CAB. This is alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. So sine 45 is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Isn't it? What is sine theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Isn't it? So what is opposite side? 25 by x is equal to sine 45. What is sine 45? 1 by root 2. Just cross multiply and get the value of x as 25 root 2 meters. Hope you all would have understood this. With this, we are moving on to the next question. A girl observes an electric pole at an angle 45 degree and elevation changes to 30 degree when she moves 10 meters away from the pole. Then the height of the pole is dash. All right. So you just have to understand the question so that the explanation is given in the next slide so that the explanation can be done only when you try to understand this question. A girl observes an electric pole at an angle 45 degree and elevation changes to 30. So when she is going to move 10 meter little away, so instead of 45 now it is 30 degree. Clear? Then the height of the pole is dash. All right, your time is done. Let's see the answer. It is, see here, you have drawn the diagram here. So let the height of the pole be h meters. And the distance from the girl to the pole at the first elevation be x. Okay, so the first elevation is this. Let this be x. Okay, so it means that triangle DCB, it is tan 45, which is h by x, opposite side by adjacent side. Tan 45 is 1, therefore you arrive at x is equal to h. Next, from the next triangle, that is ADC. Okay, the next triangle is ADC. Okay, so here it is tan 30. Okay, all right. So in ADC you have h by, this is h by, the total is x plus 10. H by x plus 10. What is tan 30? 1 by root 3 is equal to h by x plus 10. So when you cross multiply, you get h is equal to x plus 10 by root 3. In other words, x by root 3 plus h plus 10 by root 3. Okay. So now you bring the h to one side and you get 10 by root 3. Just cross multiply h to the root 3 minus 1 is equal to 10. Okay, h will become 10 by root 3 minus 1. Okay, so that's how your option 1 is correct. Hope this is clear. Let's see the next question. The angle of elevation of temple from two men on either side are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Find the distance between two men if height of temple is 30 meters. All right. So I'm just giving you 30 seconds. I think you all can try. Just understand the question before we could proceed with this. Or if you're able to get the answer, fine. All right. So 30 seconds starts now. All right. So by now, the answer, at least you'd have got an idea, isn't it? All right. See, the answer is 120 by root 3, option 4. You can very easily see that let the distance from the temple to the first person be x. So this is what we have assumed. Okay. First person is x and the second person is y. So in triangle ABD, so you can see here in triangle ABD, tan 60 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, isn't it? Right? So 30 by x is equal to, what is tan 60? Root 3. Therefore, x is equal to 30 by root 3. All right. So this is clear. You've got the value of x. Next, let's move on to the next triangle. Triangle DBC. In this, you have tan 30, which is nothing but BD, opposite side by adjacent side. Okay. So it is 30 divided by y. What is tan 30? It is 1 by root 3. Clear? So 1 by root 3 is equal to 30 by y. When you cross multiply, you get the value of y is equal to 30 root 3 meters. So now we want the value of x plus if we want the value of y. So x plus y is equal to 30 by root 3 plus 30 into root 3. So when we cross multiply, it becomes 30 plus 30 into 3, 90 plus 30, which is 120 by root 3 meters. Alright students, so I'm sure this is very clear. And with this, we are moving on to the next question. The angle of elevation of top of electric pole from foot of tower is 60 degree. And the angle of elevation of top of a tower to foot of electric pole is 30 degree. And distance between the pole and tower is 25 meters. All right. So then ratio of their heights is dash. All right. So four options, root 3 is to 1, root 3 is to 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 is to root 3, 1 is to root 3. Is it clear? So 30 seconds can be given for such questions. Try to quickly get the answer out of this. All right, let's see the answer. You have just taken this diagram. You can see from here, let the height of the tower be h1. Okay, so here we are assuming the height to be h1 and electric pole to be h2. So now tan 30, this one, okay, tan 30 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So you are considering this. Okay, so you are considering this. H1 by 25. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to H1 by 25. Okay, so just let's get the value of H1, which should be 25 by root 3 meters. All right, see this. We have tan 60. Tan 60 is equal to H2 by 25. What is H2? That's what we are supposed to find out. So what is tan 60? It's root 3 is equal to H2 by 25. Alright. So root 3 is equal to H2 by 25. By cross multiplying, we get the value of H2 as 25 is to 25 into root 3. So H1 into H2 is equal to 25 by root 3 is to 25 into root 3. So you can just cancel this 25. So whereby you will have 1 by root 3 is to root 3. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next question. The angle of elevation of a top of the tower from a point 120 meters from its foot is 45 degree. How much the tower is to be raised when the elevation is to be 60 degree at the same point. So 45 seconds can be given to you to solve this. So same pattern, try to solve it students. Not 45. Our routine is only 30 to 35, isn't it? Okay. Not more than 35 seconds can be taken, students. I think it's almost done. Let's see the answer. It is 120 into root 3 minus 1. How? You're taking tan 45, which is 120 by x. That is opposite side by adjacent side. What is tan 45? It is 1 is equal to 120 by x. And when we cross multiply, we get the value of x is 120. The next one, the elevation is to be 60 degree. So what is tan 60? It is x plus the next distance that you're assuming it to be y. So 120 plus y by x. So what is tan 60? It is root 3 is equal to 120 plus y by 120. Just cross multiply, you get the value of y as 120 into root 3 minus 1 meters. Alright, so I'm sure you would have understood this. With this, we are moving on to the next question. The length of the shadow of a vertical pole is root 3 times its original length. So the angle of elevation to the sun is dash. Alright, so the length of the shadow of a vertical pole is root 3 times its original length. So the angle of elevation to the sun is dash. Is it 30 degree? Is it 45 degree? Is it 60 degree? Is it 90 degree? So this question was asked in the year 2022. Alright, let's see the answer. It is 30 degree. How? Let the pole AB be x. So here we have assumed it, the pole here to be x. Okay. So here we have assumed the pole to be x. Okay. So the shadow is the BC, which is x into root 3. The distance into the length, root 3. Okay. So then what is tan theta? It is opposite side by adjacent side. X by x root 3. So which is tan theta is 1 by root 3. So what is theta? It is tan inverse of 1 by root 3. So then the theta must be equal to 30 degree. So the angle of elevation theta is nothing but 30 degree. Alright? Yes. Let's move on to the next question. Find length of a kite string flying at 100 meter above the ground with the elevation 60 degree. Is it 100 by root 3, 50 by root 3, 200 by root 3 or 25 by root 3? Alright students, so find length of a kite string flying at 100 meters above the ground with the elevation 60 degree. So option 1 100 by root 3, option 2 50 by root 3, option C 200 by root 3, option 4 25 by root 3. Let's see the answer. It is 200 by root 3. You can easily solve this. You know, we are assuming the length of the string of the kite to be x. Okay. And what is the length of the kite? It is 100 meters. Right. So your hypotenuse becomes x with elevation of 60. So here we are finding out in triangle ABC, it is sine 60. Why? Because it is opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side by hypotenuse means it is sine theta, which is AC by AB. So 100 by x, which is nothing but sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Just cross multiply, we get root 3x is equal to 200. X is equal to 200 by root 3. So length of the string of the kite x is equal to 200 by root 3. Option 3 is the correct answer. Alright, see the next question. Students, please make a note of all these questions because these all are taken from your past question papers. So I'm sure by working out these again, you will have a very good idea about these mensuration questions. All right, see the next question. The top of two poles are of height 20 meters and 14 meter are connected by a wire. If the wire makes an angle 30 degrees with the horizontal, then the length of the wire is dash 11 meter, 12 meter, 13 meter, or 10 meter. So, four option is given: 11 meter, 12 meter, 13 meter, 10 meter. All right, your 30 seconds is running. In fact, let's see how many of you are able to give me the answers. Yes, let's see, it is 12 meters. So you can see here the top of the two poles of height 20. So you're taking the height of the pole to be 20. Okay, so two poles. So the first one you're taking it as 14, right? And together it is 20. So you are splitting this as first is 14, the next must be 6 to form 20, isn't it? Okay, so you are taking sine 30. Why sine 30? It is opposite side by hypotenuse. So it is BC by AB. We know BC is 6. We do not know the hypotenuse, that is AB, but we know sine 30 is half. So just by cross multiplying, we get the value of AB, the hypotenuse, as 12. So that is the length of the wire, which is 12 meters. All right. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower whose height is 100 meters at a point whose distance from the base of the tower is 100 meter is dash. So this question has been asked in the year 2021. Okay. So 35 seconds is given to you, not more than that. Try to answer this. All right, so your time is actually running. Let's see how many of you are able to get the answer for this. The answer is 45 degree. So here you're taking the height is 100 meters. Okay, and the base is also 100. You can see here height is 100, base is also 100, and here the side opposite to theta is always opposite side by adjacent side. So opposite side by adjacent side means it is tan theta, BC by AB. Okay, so what is BC? 100. Here also 100. So you get 1 what? Tan theta. If tan theta is equal to 1, so the theta must be 45. Isn't it? So the theta, the value of theta must be 45 degree because tan 45 is only 1. All right. So hope it's a very simple question. In fact, let's move on to the next question. If the angle of elevation of the sun is 60 degree, then the ratio of a tree with its shadow is dash. 1 is to 1, 1 is to 3, root 3 is to 1, none of these. Okay, so four options. 30 seconds is given to you. Try to complete it as early as possible. Okay. If the question is not clear, so please take down the question. All right, let's see the answer. It is option 3. Root 3 is to 1. Yes. So you can see that 60 degree is the angle of elevation of the sun. So from the figure, BC represents a tree and AC represents its shadow. So tan 60 is nothing but BC by AC. Opposite side by adjacent side. So BC by AC. So tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is equal to BC by AC, whereas BC is to AC will become root 3 is to 1. All right. Yes. See the next question. From a tower of 120 meters high, the angle of depression of a car is 30 degrees. Find how far the car is from the tower. Okay. So four options are given: 120 by root 3, 60 into root 3, 80 into root 3, 120 into root 3. So out of these four options, you need to give the correct answers. Okay. Yes. Yes. Just try this question, students. A minute. Just a minute. All right. Let's see the answer. It is 120 into root 3. So from this figure, you can make out that the triangle is there. Just a second. Okay. So from this figure, you can make out that the angle of depression of a car is 30 degree, right? And the height of the tower, if you see here, the height of a tower is 120 meters, right? So the height of the tower is 120, angle of depression is 30. So the distance of the car from the tower here, this we are assuming it to be x. So it means that it is opposite side by adjacent side. Okay. So what is opposite side by adjacent side? Obviously it is 30. All right. So angle of depression is 30. So it means that it is tan 30. So tan 30 is 120 by x. So which is 1 by root 3 is equal to 120 by x. By cross multiplying, we get x is equal to 120 into root 3. All right. Yes. So hope you would have understood these questions, students. With this, we are going to end the session today. So hope you all understood about this heights and distance. Always the doubts can be clarified. So please refer to our earlier YouTube channels. Refer about our classes to your friends, to your relatives, to your teachers, and to everyone, so that they can make use of this. And if you still won't have any doubt, and you can always get back to us at this WhatsApp number 733-728-5228. I repeat, 733-728-5228. So for any other courses or any other clarifications or for your doubts, please WhatsApp us. And thank you for subscribing. And please do support us by subscribing our channels and by telling your friends as well. Over to Chandrika ma'am for any further announcements.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, students, again we have class tomorrow. Hope you all have understood today's class. ఈ రోజు క్లాస్ అందరికీ అర్థమయ్యే అనుకుంటున్నాము. టీచర్ వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తున్నారో అది మీ బుక్ లో కూడా నోట్ డౌన్ చేసుకోండి. సింప్లీ ఫోన్ పట్టుకొని కూర్చోవద్దు. ఒక బుక్ పెన్ కూడా పెట్టుకొని కూర్చోండి. వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తున్నారో ప్రతి ఒక్కటి నోట్ చేసుకోండి. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ రివైజ్ చేసుకోండి. సో దట్ మీకు అది హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, అండ్ మళ్ళీ రేపు కలుద్దాం. సో ఎట్ ది సేమ్ టైం 8 o'clock. Bye everyone. Subscribe to our channel, Jatadhara Educational Technology.